I'm gonna walk you guys through how I do my facials. This is my friend Hannah. I have not seen her for a facial in like, what?
It's been a while.
Yeah, probably 2 months.
Yeah.
And like, we do a facial probably every 8 weeks, honestly. She does have skin that tends to be a little more oily, and we're always doing things to try and keep that at bay, keep the acne at bay, and keep the natural oils going. So this is how I run through my consultations. So what have you been using on your skin lately? Like active ingredients, glycolics, anything to exfoliate with?
Honestly, I use it's CeraVe or Cetaphil, the like SA facial cleanser.
Yeah, the salicylic acid cleanser.
Yes, I use that and the moisturizer. I don't use it every night though, or every day.
That's okay, because it could be a little drying.
Yeah, I mostly have been using like the Tatcha rice face wash.
Okay.
And then the dewy moisturizer, and then I use the Alpha Ret.
Perfect.
Honestly, like once a week, maybe twice.
You can use it definitely twice. So the Alpha Ret is a retinol she's been using. It's buffered to be able to use it more than like your typical retinol or tretinoin. So it's a really good one. But if that's the only exfoliation she's doing, that's fine, because that's once to twice a week. And not only does it have retinol in it, it has AHAs in it. It has glycolic acid in it. So that's great. Is there anything on your skin right now?
A little bit of makeup.
Okay. I always do a double cleanse, even if they tell me they have nothing on their skin, unless it's like first thing in the morning and they literally were like, I did nothing to my skin this morning, then I'll only do like a really gentle cleanser, but it's later in the day, so you probably have like makeup or sunscreen on or something. Yeah. So I'll always do an oil cleanser first. I always do steam during the first cleanse, and then sometimes depending on like each person's skin sensitivity, it can turn into be a bit much if it's on for like more than 5 minutes, like your face is already looking a little pink. I do my second cleanse with something that's a little more foamy. I am using Skin Script, so I either do the glycolic cleanser or the green tea cleanser. I'm gonna do the glycolic cleanser for her because, like I said, she's a little more oily. Some people, you don't wanna do too much exfoliation, but I think her skin can handle it, and I feel like you want that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I like to use these two little fluffy brushes. Before we do any other exfoliating, I'm going to dermaplane her skin. I'm going to be using the AHA BHA solution from Dermaplane Pro. This is gonna go on before you dermaplane, just to help loosen up that very, very superficial surface of the skin where you're doing the actual dermaplaning, which is nice because it just preps the skin so slightly with a tiny bit of actives to help take off like not only that peach fuzz, but that first layer of dead skin, so that when I do our actual exfoliation after, it's going to be able to penetrate a little bit deeper and get past that top layer. Now we're gonna do some dermaplaning, but before I do that, I always steam the skin because it kind of highlights where the hairs are, and it just makes seeing the hairs a little bit easier. Now I'm going to do on her the cherry enzyme. I was debating doing one that's a little bit less, but she said she's ready for anything. And out of all the exfoliants that Skin Script offers, this is like the third to fourth to most intense. So this one is very brightening, and it also has some AHAs in there, so some lactic acid and mandelic acid. Those are the acids that are gonna go into the skin cells, and it breaks up the stuff that's in between the dead skin that holds it together. So therefore, it's exfoliating. It's pushing the dead skin that's on the top off of the skin, making it slough off faster than it naturally would, so that the new fresh skin underneath can show. So then it also has kojic acid, alpha-arbutin, and cherry extract in here. All of those are very brightening, and she does have a little bit of like discoloration to her skin just from previous breakouts, scarring, sun damage, whatever, like most people do. So this is gonna help really brighten her up. And this is probably gonna be a little tingly. Everything's always more sensitive after you do the dermaplane, and then this would be slightly sensitizing even if we didn't dermaplane. So a little tingle, burning sensation in the beginning is totally normal, and then it should subside after just a couple seconds. Does it feel like
a little tingly?
Yeah.
But like kind of in a good way.
Yeah. The mask is on and I'm gonna add a little steam because that does take it up a little bit of a notch, but I'm only gonna do this for the second portion of the time the mask is gonna be on. We took the enzyme off and then I did a quick massage with a honey, it's actually a mask, but I like to use it as my massage medium. And then after I do her extractions, I'll do another mask. So she's kind of getting a treatment with her massage. And honey is just really antibacterial and calming for the skin. So I kind of switch it out. Sometimes I do that before or after the extractions, depending on the person and just the flow of the facial. But now I'm gonna get going on some extractions. I did her extractions and then I cleansed her skin with alcohol. Now I'm just going in with a little cucumber mist. I'm gonna do this goji berry yogurt mask. This has a lot of moisturizing ingredients in here. So I need like sort of actual liquid to use to pull the moisture into her skin, especially because I just put alcohol on her skin. Even if I didn't do that, that literally dried out her skin, you'd still want something to give it to pull in some sort of moisture. But other than that, this mask is like so healing and it has a ton of antioxidants in it. So her skin's a little red and some parts are like just very slightly inflamed just from the extractions, which is totally normal. It happens to everybody. So since we're getting towards the end of the facial, I like to do something like this if that's how their skin is acting, so that they leave here looking nice and refreshed and their skin is soothed and not inflamed and red.